So this is over $11,000 from the TikTok creativity program, and quite frankly, this might be the easiest way to make your first $10,000 a month online, but too many people are doing it completely wrong. So in this step-by-step tutorial, we will go over how to get instantly monetized from any country around the world, how to get views fast and how to go viral, what are the best niches, and how to actually make your first $10,000 as fast as possible. And the reason I know this works is because some of the members of the Online Business Club are doing the TikTok creativity program, and this person in particular did about 50,000 euros, which is about 60,000 US dollars. And I've also seen this person that made over $4,000 in 3 days for the TikTok creativity program. So first of all, what is actually the TikTok creativity program? Well, in my words, TikTok creativity program is essentially TikTok's way of battling YouTube in their ad revenue program, Google AdSense. So TikTok is now trying to pay as much as possible to their creators, and they've been successful for the last few months. In fact, some of the accounts are actually being paid over $2 per 1,000 views. But on average, I would say anywhere from 50 cents to $1 per 1,000 views. Either way, in order to actually apply for the creativity program, you need to have a US-based account, be at least 18 years old, have at least 10,000 followers, and have at least 100,000 video views in the last 30 days. But in this video, I will walk you through the process on how to actually bypass all of this and get instantly monetized even if you are not in the US. Now, first of all, if you're in the US and you have your TikTok account and you've already surpassed 10,000 followers and 100,000 video views, then you can just navigate to the creator tools section and you can click on the creativity program and you can right away just apply for the creativity program beta. Now, if you don't have 10,000 followers and 100,000 video views, you can simply head over to dflydave.com/TikTok monetization and you can get an instantly monetized TikTok account. So that way you don't actually have to wait for months to reach the monetization requirements, and you can basically just start making money from day one, depending on how many views your videos get. If you decide to get instantly monetized, you will actually have to follow this step-by-step guide to set up your account. So first of all, you would navigate to settings and privacy, you would go to security and permissions, you would select the two-step verification process, and you would add your phone number. Now, if you don't have a US phone number, or if you want to use a different one that is not connected to your existing TikTok account, then you can just get an eSIM. So you can basically go to some of the websites that are selling high-quality eSIM cards, and then you can just search for the US and you can find one here. So you can buy it for like $4 or $5, and you can use my code DAVE5469 to save $3. So it's gonna be $3 cheaper if you use that code. And essentially you would just press buy, you would read and accept their terms and service and privacy policy, and then basically just pay. And once you do that, your order will be completed. So you will just click on view eSIM details, and you will just click on view instructions, and it's gonna show you step by step how to actually install the eSIM. But it's pretty simple. All you gotta do is basically just scan this QR code, and as you do that, the eSIM will instantly be installed. It's essentially gonna have a different label. So once it has been installed, you basically just click on turn on this line and just make sure that you enable data roaming. So make sure to press this to actually enable data roaming, and that's how it's gonna work. You can then change the authenticator over here, and you can also change the password. And once you do that, you can go back and you can start customizing your profile. So you would go back to your profile, click on edit profile, and there you can change the profile picture, you can change the name, you can change the username, you can go to the privacy settings to private the existing videos only after your videos have started getting views. Otherwise, you might actually lose the monetization, so you need to start posting videos, and then afterwards you can private the ones that are on the instantly monetized account. Okay, but now what do you actually do if you get an instantly monetized account and you're outside of the US? Because in order to withdraw your money, you need to prove that you have a US bank account or a UK bank account. Well, what you can do is you can just form an LLC online. You can basically just go to First Formation or any other service or company that would allow you to open up your LLC or the UK LTD from any country around the world. I've used a bunch of different companies. Some of them are kind of shady, some of them don't really do their job, but you can try out different ones. There's a bunch of them for like $200 that would open up your US LLC, and then you will have your bank account in less than 7 days. And once you do that, you can essentially just connect your US or UK bank account to your TikTok account, and then once you withdraw from there, you can basically transfer the money to your actual bank account. Now, if you're in the US, you can also just connect your PayPal account. It's a lot easier, but this is only for those that might be outside of the US and still want to make money from the creativity program, just like myself. I don't really live in the US. I didn't have any US or UK companies, but I've set them up for the purpose of the TikTok creativity program. All right, now let's talk about 5 different very unique TikTok niches that I've found that are actually getting a lot of views and are pretty easy to replicate, and you can potentially make a lot of money from them regardless of the fact whether you are going to be on camera or not. The very first one is when cartoon characters are saying facts or telling stories. Basically, cartoon characters using AI tools are talking about different things. This again over here is specifically focusing on SpongeBob, but again, you have a bunch of different cartoon characters that you can cover. And essentially, they just download images of cartoon characters, they have a gameplay in the background, and they either tell a story or they say different facts. You've already seen a bunch of these TikTok videos, but now these people are focusing specifically on cartoon characters to kind of piggyback on the massive audience that these cartoon characters have amassed over years. The second niche is the conspiracy theories niche, and for example, this mystery account over here is again using AI generated images, AI captions, and AI voice to get millions of views. And if things are done correctly, you could potentially be paid over $1 per 1,000 views. So you can just do the math and see that these videos are sometimes making $10,000, $20,000 per month to these faceless accounts. Another cool niche could be the everyday world facts. This channel over here is getting millions of views, and these videos are relatively simple and easy to create. Now just bear in mind that in order to monetize your videos on TikTok, they have to be over 60 seconds long. If they're under a minute, then they're not gonna be qualified for the creativity program. So those videos, regardless of the fact whether they get millions of views or not, are not gonna earn any money. Another good idea are these satisfying videos, which sometimes get hundreds of millions of views. I know it's ridiculous, but these videos can end up making hundreds of thousands of dollars. I know I'm not supposed to say this, but one of the members of the online business club shared that they made over $3,000 their first week from these Reddit stories. This is not their account, but this is just an example account and exactly what they've done. So they basically have a gameplay in the background, they have captions, and they just tell a story that they find on Reddit. So on Reddit, you can find a bunch of different stories on reddit.com, and then you can turn those stories into very basic videos that are over a minute long and potentially get millions of views. Like these videos all get like hundreds of thousands of views, which ends up being millions of views per month, which again can result in tens of thousands of dollars in ad revenue if each video is over a minute long. Now, one of our top affiliates actually made a full blog post where they've covered the top performing faceless TikTok niches to get a lot of views. So I'm gonna link this in the description if you want to check it out. It's completely free. It's like on Medium, it's available. You can even search on Google and probably find it, and they showcase the different TikTok accounts so that you can kind of replicate it. Now, how to actually create these faceless TikToks? Well, there's a lot of different options. One of the most basic and well talked about options is to basically just go to ChatGPT, use some of these prompts. I paid about $5 for this prompt on PromptBase, so you can just use it for free if you want. But essentially, it's for Instagram Reels, but we can customize it for TikTok. So create 5 TikTok ideas for the topic of, and then you just insert your topic here. Let's say I want to create a topic of top 10 facts about Europe, and then these TikToks should be visually appealing, engaging, and informative. And we want to make sure that each TikTok is longer than 30 seconds and provides value to our audience. If you want, you can also ask it to provide hashtags for your TikTok or for your reel, and to make sure that it is creating these TikToks especially for our target audience. Now, once it gives you ideas, you can tell it to elaborate and then create a full script based on the idea that you like from all the 10 different ideas that it listed out. Now, one of the most important metrics on TikTok is the watch time, and it's very important that your videos have high watch time, that people are watching your videos for longer. And especially because, quite honestly, TikTok viewers, or the majority of TikTok viewers, I'm generalizing here, don't really have a very long attention span because they just watch a bunch of short clips and they easily get bored. So you want to make sure that your videos are highly engaging and there's always something happening on the screen fast. So you can go to iCandy.com. If you're going to be creating faceless TikToks, you can go to iCandy.com and you can find these very interesting and highly engaging B-rolls that you can use. So for example, if you really like this one, what I personally do is I download a bunch of these and then I have them as the background footage while the captions go over it. And just imagine like all of these things changing and they're highly engaging. There's different things happening and it's very unique footage. And then above that, there's actual captions in the story. Well, it's way more engaging than some static photo or video of the ocean or something like that. Like this is very engaging. So now I would go to CapCut and then I would just upload all the footage that I've downloaded from iCandy. I would basically just drag and drop that like this, make sure that it fits the scene properly and adjust this to change faster. I don't want it to be there for 5 seconds. I'm gonna change scenes every 1 or 2 seconds, and there's gonna be like 60 scenes because the video is gonna be over 60 seconds long. And once I have the script generated by ChatGPT or written by me, I would then go to ElevenLabs, which is again this AI tool that allows you to create high quality voiceovers. So you paste the script here, you select which voice you like, like. I personally always like to go with some more excited voices, especially for TikTok, or depends on the content you're creating. But you would just choose a suitable voiceover, and then you will just click on generate, and it will generate a voiceover that you can download with one press of a button, and then just drag and drop. So here I have some voiceover that I've generated with 11 Labs. I would just drag that here, and I will have it as a background. And then to generate captions, you go to the caption section on the left side, click on auto captions, select the US or whatever language you are going to be creating these videos in. Then I would put this in the center. I would add some animation, and I personally like to select one of these where the text is showing one word at a time, because again, that keeps it very, very fast paced. So I would customize the font as well, maybe even add some stroke. And if we continue watching this, you can see that it's actually going to be very highly engaging. I would just need to go and get as much footage from eye candy to upload in the background. And once I'm done editing my faceless TikTok, I can just export this as long as it's over 60 seconds long. Remember, it's very important. Then you can publish directly over to your TikTok account. So you can export it directly to TikTok, or you can just download it to your device and then afterwards just upload it to your TikTok account. Another way that you can create these faceless TikToks is by using some AI tool like Video Talk app, which allow you to instantly generate videos. You can try it out. There's a bunch of different ones. This is something that I found on Google, but you can again just search for these TikTok video creation apps. And once you click on create video, you can just enter a prompt, and based on it, it will kind of edit the video for you. You can tell it that videos should be over 60 seconds long, and it should do a quite good job. It's just not going to be free like CapCut. And even if you now just go to ChatGPT and you go to explore GPTs, you can find this tool like in Video AI, and then they will actually create short form videos for you. So you can just click on start a chat, and you can just click on let's create a short YouTube Shorts video, which again, you can just use for TikToks. It doesn't really matter. And it's going to ask you what the video should be about. You can just be very descriptive. You can enter a prompt. You can tell it, hey, I want a video about this. I want it to be this long. I want you to use these types of captions, this kind of font, and it should create something. And if you don't like some parts, you can easily edit inside of ChatGPT, which is pretty cool. Now, as I said, because people are scrolling pretty fast on TikTok, it's very important that in order to have viral videos, you have a really strong hook. And I actually wrote down a bunch of hooks that I've been using for my short form content. So you can kind of just copy and paste this. If you start off your video with, wait, I've got a secret for you, then people are gonna be like, oh, wait, what is the secret? And they're gonna keep listening. And you can add another hook to make sure that they actually remain on your video and they keep watching to get that thing that you want to share with them. Now, as someone who's been working on the TikTok creativity program and someone that worked with creators that are making tens of thousands of dollars from the TikTok creativity program, here's 5 different things that I've learned about how to actually get views and how to go viral on TikTok fast. The very first one is that you should understand how the TikTok algorithm works. As I previously said, the most important metric is the watch time. The reason being is because, again, TikTok is competing with other social media platforms, especially with YouTube. So they're trying to keep people as long as possible on their platform. So if you can prove to TikTok that you can keep people longer on your videos, that they will reward you, they will promote you more, because they know that you can actually keep people longer. So watch time is extremely important. You can boost this with better hooks and higher quality and higher engaging videos. The lower the effort the video is, the easier it's going to be for people to replicate that and steal your audience. The second one is that you actually shouldn't post, especially if you're starting an account from scratch. When you create an account, don't post anything for the first 24 hours. If you got an instantly monetized account, that's a different story. But if you started a brand new account from scratch with 0 followers, do not post anything for the first 24 hours. Instead, for the first 24 hours, you should only be engaging with content in your niche. So you will find as many different accounts that are in your niche. You will start engaging, you will start liking, commenting, you will start watching different things only in that specific niche that you want to start posting content in. And then after 24 hours, start posting content. The third one is that, believe it or not, hashtags are actually still important on TikTok, even though that's not the case for YouTube and probably not even Instagram anymore. But TikTok actually values hashtags, so make sure that you are using the right ones beneath your videos. Number 4 is that posting time doesn't really matter as much as people think. So it's not really important that you obsess over the exact minute when you're gonna post your reels or TikToks. It doesn't really matter. Just as long as you're posting in between 6 p.m. and 10 p.m. US time, that's when people actually finish work and are usually on their phones more. They want to relax, so they're scrolling on their TikTok at home. Then potentially, yes, you can get a better start, but it's not really important. Number 5, what's actually important is that, especially when you're starting out, you don't need to reinvent the wheel, and you should probably be focusing on accounts that are already performing well in your niche and just use the copy-paste method. Just see what they're actually doing and try to create better videos. Even I myself do that here on YouTube. So I have a list of about 20 different channels over here that are posting same content as me, and what I would do is I would open up their videos, see what's performing well for them, and then I will try to create a better video on the same topic, a longer video, and cover the same kind of idea, because if it worked for them, then it can potentially work for me as well. And again, if I do it a little bit better, then I can potentially reap even more rewards. And you can do the same thing on TikTok. Just stay those first 24 hours to find as many pages in your niche, see what's performing well for them, and just replicate their best performing videos. It's important that you're not stealing, so you don't want to copy and download their videos and re-upload them. That's not gonna work. You will either get banned or demonetized. That's not a long-term strategy. Now, if you're inside of the Online Business Club, then we're regularly sharing what actually works with the TikTok creativity program. So the members that are focusing on the TikTok creativity program and are making money on TikTok without showing their face are sharing what works for them, are sharing what niches they're focusing on, what kind of videos are they creating, and they're generally sharing tips and strategies. So you can just navigate to the community section inside of the Online Business Club. And we recently even had a giveaway. So I gave away almost $8,000 in prizes, and we're regularly doing that every single month. So just by being inside of the Online Business Club, you have a chance to win up to $8,000 a month in prizes, in cash and other prizes as well. And if you navigate to the Classroom section, as I previously mentioned, we do cover different online business models. So I brought a bunch of mentors and experts from different fields, but you will be able to find the TikTok creativity program course there as well, where we showcase exactly how to actually create these faceless TikToks step by step. And you can also learn video editing to create better videos. So I brought our top video editors, and they've shared step by step exactly how they actually create videos and how they actually edit, so you can learn exactly how to do that yourself, so you don't have to spend thousands of dollars on buying services from Fiverr, Upwork, and so on, and still get like very low quality results with that. So that's going to be onlinebusinessclub.com, or the first link in the description box down below. I really hope you got some value out of this video. I really hope you learned something new, and if you did, make sure to drop a like, and I will see you next time.